All right, welcome everybody. This is your host, the G-Man. Welcome to what I consider the first of many podcasts to follow for the Sports Talker universe. We're going to consider this Sports Talker 101. This is our maiden voyage, and unlike your clumsy fumblings in high school with your girlfriend, we promise to be gentle. I'm not going to get into any specific topic today. I'm not going to get into any specific sport. I just want to kind of lay out who we are, what we're going to do, how this voyage is going to go as we move forward, and hopefully we're going to get some stuff that everybody really enjoys. So first, a disclaimer. I am not an expert. I do not have a team of insiders, so if you're looking for someone who's going to be in touch with the Denver Broncos to find out what they're doing in the third round, you're in the wrong spot. What I am is a guy who loves sports. I have a group of friends. They also love sports. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it here. We're going to talk about it on our website. We're going to ask polls. We're going to discuss everything from the designated hitter to should there be interleague play, to the NFL draft, college basketball, March Madness, the whole gamut. We all have things that we really specialize in, that we really enjoy, so we're going to discuss them all. Another disclaimer, please do not bring me your racial and socioeconomic and religious and political stances on things. Number one, I don't care. Number two, no one else cares. Everything is not about these topics. Please don't be bringing in your Trump discussions. And I say that as much for one of my comrades here at Sports Talker. This is not what this is about. Yeah, I like funny. I want witty. I want to have socially relevant humor thrown in here. But at the end of the day, we all enjoy sports. We love sports. We're here to talk about sports. Let's keep it to sports. Any foul and abusive language outside of what normal folks would talk about in a bar, we're not going to allow that. You're going to be kicked out of here. Again, no one wants to hear that. No one even wants to hear it from me. We certainly don't want to hear it from you. This is completely unscripted. I'm not going to have a list. I'm not going to read through. I'm not going to have reads for product endorsement or anything until someone's willing to pay me, at which point I will absolutely whore myself out. But we're going to just run through things and kind of talk about them as if we were sitting in a bar together. A big part of what we're going to do is I'm going to want feedback on all of these different podcasts. I'm going to want to hear from you what you liked, what you didn't like, what you want to talk about. Some people may want to talk more about college basketball. I'm in the Philadelphia area, so we don't have a huge college basketball presence, especially when my alma mater, Temple, is not doing well. Just not that much to discuss, but I consider myself very knowledgeable in all sports, and I watch it all the time, much to my family's chagrin. So I'm more than willing to talk about anything, any topic anyone wants discussed. By all means, let me know. You can look for content in each of the major sports, and I'll apologize to my hockey fans in advance. Not that I don't consider you a major sport, but I am just not all that much of an expert on that. I only watch during the playoffs when the Flyers aren't doing well, and the playoffs are probably the greatest sporting event to see live is NHL playoffs. But I just don't have the expertise to discuss it. If I can have a friend of mine who I know is a hockey expert, played in college, if I can get his take, I will certainly do so. But other than that, we will absolutely discuss baseball, what's happening team by team, what they did in the offseason, how they're going to fare in the upcoming year. We'll have a fantasy baseball section. I know a lot of people, almost everybody who I started with on this site to listen, is going to be involved in fantasy baseball. I'm going to check with my league mates to see if it's okay if I kind of broadcast what's happening in my league. I know the good rule of thumb is your league is more important to you than anyone else's, and nothing is less interesting to anyone else than somebody else's league. But what I'd like to do is at least give a flavor for sleepers, who we have, how we move forward, etc. NFL, same deal. Now that we're approaching the end of the season, which, by the way, makes me want to kill myself, there's going to be a huge void in my life with nothing to watch. Thank God that the NFL does a great job of spacing out everything. So in about 3 weeks, we're going to have the Combine, which is just a bunch of guys running around in shorts and T-shirts and lifting weights, and I am still riveted and can't get away from it. So we're going to discuss kind of a team capsule of what went right, what went wrong, what a team needs to do in the offseason. From there, we'll roll right into what are the needs in the upcoming draft or in free agency for particular teams. I will discuss every team will get their own capsule upload. Again, I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so you're going to have a strong slant towards that. But we do have other folks that are going to contribute that are fans of other teams, so we'll certainly be able to get a wide spectrum. And I consider myself pretty unbiased until the games actually start. So look for all that in your NFL. Basketball, mid-season review will probably be coming very shortly, again on a team-by-team basis, as we approach the All-Star game. It's a great time to do that. Look at also who might be on the move. When it comes to college basketball, we're only a month out from the March Madness, maybe 5 weeks now. And that's one of the most exciting times in sports. We're going to have coverage of who should be ranked where after the rankings come out, how we expect it to go. We'll give you a sample pool when it comes up. Maybe we'll even run a bracket so everybody can get a little taste, get a prize going. So we're going to discuss college basketball as well. From there, we're going to roll into a catch-all category. We're going to throw out some polls on the site. I'm going to give you my 5 hottest women of all time. I'm going to ask you yours. We're going to talk about the greatest places to go in Vegas, greatest slice of pizza ever you had, anything. There's a lot of things we want to cover because, again, this is just a general discussion area. Sports is going to be our backdrop. There's a lot of fun stuff that we can do. With all that in mind, guys, again, I really do appreciate anyone who wants to listen. I want you to share it with everybody you can. I'm not going to lie and say that it's going to be totally clean, so I'm not sure you want to share it with your 10-year-old kid unless your 10-year-old kid is comfortable with a little coarse language. I expect there to be quite a bit of that. As we do some live podcasts and we have other people mixed in or we have people who call in to speak to us, things could get heated. It's all done in good fun. We're going to keep these real short. I'm going to try to keep them to about 10 minutes because I've found as I get older, the less time that it takes, the better. I can only consume about 8 to 10 minutes myself before I start to glaze over. So there's going to definitely be a cap on what we do. But I just want to welcome you all to the Sports Talker Nation. We're going to be doing these every day. You're going to see new content uploaded. So everyone buckle up, get ready for a bumpy ride. This is the G-Man, and I am out.